Hello, my beautiful Taurus. This is V with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your weekly elemental earth game reading. Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Your card support. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. This is the very last week, okay? So, the last weekend. So if you're watching this on the very last weekend, this is the last weekend for the 30% off all of the tarot readings on the site, okay? So make the most of these last couple of days. The promo code is summer30. You can find a link in the description box, www.PharaohsTarot.com, all right? Thank you to those who booked readings. Thank you to those who have contributed to the channel, be it with likes, be it sharing it out, leaving a comment, leaving positive energy. I really enjoy all of that, all right? So just keep those comments coming. And one more thing, I know these readings are coming out later than usual in the week, so my apologies for that, but I got y'all back. Let's dive into it. Sorry, my chair just weird stuff sometimes, y'all. Okay. So you have the Strength card with the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So with that Strength being right there, it's letting me know that your love for something may be dwindling, or you're feeling like the ebb and flow of life is sort of weighing you down. You can't really give as much maybe to a marriage, to a family situation, or to this could be like a job situation that you once really loved and that you were confident about, that you were passionate about as well. Maybe you're getting jaded in some sort of situation, maybe a relationship, maybe involving a Leo, or maybe during this Leo season is when you realize, like, hey, I'm going from the King to the Knight. Like, I'm not really, not only am I not enthused, I'm not really showing up how I usually show up. I'm not really in my full capacity. Maybe you've fallen into the trap of, like, looking in the past and overgiving, undergiving. Maybe maybe you want to show up as a better parent for your children, or maybe you kind of died deflecting the energy from your partner and just focusing in on your children and not really nurturing the connection between you and your partner. And that's very important, especially if, like, you're new parents, or even if you're not new parents. It's just to remember that you and whoever you're in partnership with still have to keep that strong bond, have to keep that desire between the two of you. Yeah, crossed by the Queen of Wands right here. So yeah, there's something dealing, maybe you're doing like sacral chakra work, or maybe your libido is actually down or something like that. You don't really feel stimulated, or you don't feel creative if it's like a business project. Like you're trying to find a muse is what it feels like. You're trying to get inspired again. In the meantime, wanting to love yourself better, maybe wanting to take care of yourself. You could be overly analytical, or being more critical of your self. You could have Virgo in your chart. I don't see the Hermit out here, but it's given that it's like you're really nitpicking so much and it's taking the joy out of it. I feel like that's what it is, whether it's a job or like a situation with a lover or something like that. It's like you're being so analytical about something and so precise that it's not fun anymore, okay? It's like you're starting on something. Yeah, it's just being really nitpicky. You have the King of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Pardon me, my nose itches sometimes when I do readings, y'all. Yeah, yeah, see, you got the King here, and then the Knight of the King of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. So maybe as a result of you not standing up in a particular leadership position as you should, or taking that initiative, taking that action, or maybe making reckless mistakes. You're in a family unit, maybe your money is dwindling, you made risky investments, perhaps maybe you're kind of, either your libido has died down, or you're kind of being flirtatious with other people if you're in relationships, something like that. This Knight of Wands is not very grounded, okay? So it's not a very mature fire energy. And so Yeah, maybe you're making moves as if you're single, as if it's just you, but you might have a family, you might have children, you might have other people that you're responsible for. So it's time to take into account those situations in regards to how you move, how you make your decisions, because kings and queens are still responsible for others. Okay, you could have like taking care of like elderly parents or something like that, or even wanting to take your relationship to the next step, but reciprocity is important. Okay, one person is giving more than the other person, it's not going to work out. It's going to lead to a tower. And with this 9 of Pentacles, you're going from the 9 to the 10, so maybe your actions are leading you to possibly become single again or something like that, you know, but you're in a night energy being single. So, or this is the energy of like you're together with the person when you're with them, but then when you're out, you're single, quote unquote. So you're not being really upright. But this Ace of Cups is really coming in to help you. This Ace of Cups that's crossing. Okay, it's like a blessing. It's a gift from the divine to help you see through the clouds. You need, they want you to really understand what you have. Okay, it's like that Janet song, don't know what you got till it's gone type of energy. And once you start appreciating what you have, so you don't have to lose it to really appreciate it. So they want you to focus more on with your financial stability, make wiser decisions. Okay, Taurians are known for many things, but one thing, they have a good sense of, their pleasure sense is on 100. Okay, whether it's quality, you guys love quality items. Okay, be it clothing, be it food, be it furniture for your place. Okay, you may spend a lot on it, but it's going to be a quality item. Okay, and the divine, your spirit team understands that, but at the same time, you still have to take steps. You may want that new sofa set for sure, but right now, if it's not in your budget, take the time to appreciate what you do have until you stack up and could get what you want. Okay, delayed gratification is key here. So you have the 10 of Swords with the Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So it's like something about being stuck in the middle of a place. Maybe you feel like you're at a crossroads in your life or something like that. It's something like that, but yeah, this 8 of Swords, you're self-sabotaging yourself, and the truth is simple. With this Page of Cups, I feel like maybe a simple apology would help move this along. Or maybe an apology to a partner, to someone that in a work position or something. You know, I feel like you're trying to go all the way around the world and figure out other options. Like, well, I'll just be single, or I'll just do it by myself. And it's like, you're gonna do all of that, being the 10 of Wands, being the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, and all you have to just do is say, I'm sorry, or be honest, be vulnerable. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to simplify it, but it's given that, you know, you have all of these burdens, and right in the middle, but the thing that you don't want to do is just, you know what, I haven't been showing up like I should. This is what's been going on with me. I haven't been communicating properly, da 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 da. I apologize. I'm sorry. I will blah blah blah. Whatever it is that you have going on, I just really feel like it's that. You feel like maybe this person gonna throw it in your face, or you're afraid to, you know, you just don't want to be wrong. Justice with the Judgment, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Moon, and the Lovers. Okay, could have Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces in your chart. But this is with the Judgment, the Justice with the Judgment right here. Is like you're gonna choose. Your choice will be your own fate type energy. You know, it's like that. I leave it to you to choose what you want to do. It's kind of like in the Matrix. You remember the first one when Neo first got that call from Morpheus, and Morpheus was trying to guide him out of his office cubicle because the agents were coming for him, and Neo couldn't believe it, but he couldn't see Morpheus. All he could do was just listen to Morpheus' voice on the phone. Okay, and it got to a point to where Morpheus was guiding him outside to the scaffolding. It was a crazy jump. It was like, it was a risk. And so he just decided just to go back in and take his chances. And then, you know, he got a second chance with Morpheus, but he still had to go through what he went through. And so it's like, hey, you get to choose. You can choose his 5 of Cups energy, staying in disappointment, staying in lack, staying in sadness and regret. Or you could choose this, the celebratory energy of the Three of Cups, all right? You can allow the situation to be made new, allow the divine to surprise you. I'm getting like something about all white, so maybe a cleansing energy. Maybe you've been cleansing. This chair keeps sinking down, y'all. It's driving me nuts. I am so sorry. It's like, it's not catching. But with this moon, you feel like something's hidden. You feel like there's more information. You feel like maybe there's something in your subconscious that you don't know, like a snake in the grass, but it's just really in your mind. It's really you looking in the past and not really focusing on the healing that's happened thus far. And with this Lover, the choice is yours. But this is divine intervention, trying to help you make the proper decision and avoid some sort of conflict. You have the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords. There you are, Taurus. You have the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, the Magician, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, ultimately you will choose a more something traditional with this Hierophant here, like some sort of release needs to happen, okay? Maybe the way that you've done things for a long period of time is no longer working. Maybe it's like a paradigm shift, like the old is becoming new, and you're getting clarity on how you can move forward, but it's going to be initiated by you making this decision right here. Whatever you choose down here in terms of communication with this Gemini card, whatever you choose to communicate, open and honestly or not, is going to lead to this energy. Pardon me, it's going to be one of the key tools you're going to use to manifest in this new beginning. So you're either going to accept, you're going to have to accept whatever you choose, but it's like, this sword is cutting through the smoke and there's the hand coming out. So it's like your choice is going to determine whether you see something clearly or whether you're going to stay stuck in some sort of illusion. But yeah, like that Eight of Swords is just really like a mental prison. It's self-sabotage. So you know it's really you that's putting yourself there. I don't know why this is happening. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully that's it. But yeah, here you are again with the Empress. But you also have some sort of conflict in regards to how you express your love. How do you move towards situations to where you feel like you're able to trust someone with your heart, to trust someone with your honest feelings. Maybe you're getting distracted by all the thoughts of what should be instead of just acknowledging what is, okay? This could be a marriage. Maybe you're going to really realize like, oh my gosh, like I came so close to sabotaging this beautiful union or long-term partnership or career path because I was in my head too much. I was overthinking. I wasn't allowing my throat chakra to speak. And so as a result, that's when devil energy can come in and put all kind of illusions because there's no communication happening. It's just a bunch of assumptions that's going on, nothing really going on. So if there's someone in your vicinity that's facilitating this energy of silence, and it could very well be you just not opening up. But with this Leo card and this strength, they're really having love is strength, forgiveness is strength, okay? It's much more challenging to forgive than to just say, well, whatever, I'll just leave it be. Because you're going to repeat the cycle, you're going to attract the same energy until you learn the lesson. So I'm going to pull a Shaman Oracle card. While I do, please like the video, share, and subscribe. Also, remember, this is the very last weekend, okay? So the last couple days of the summer sale, promo code SUMMER30. And the website is in the description box, www.PharaohsTarot.com. We are also on TikTok and Instagram, okay? Okay, so we're going to have to do something about this for the next reading. This is doing so much. So you have on the bottom of the deck, you have the Luminous Warrior, but you also have the Owl. So it's like something about whatever wisdom you gathered up to this point, whatever you have grown from, where you have a different vantage point now, because it's like it's like the caterpillar going from the butterfly, and a lot of us are familiar with that analogy, but it's not really, you have a different perspective than maybe most people around you, maybe most people in your family. Different perspective even to the old you, so you can't operate in that same space anymore. It's the energy of when you know better, you do better. We have divine protection surrounding us, you know, always. At the same time, if you know, sometimes you're protected from yourself. Let me say this right. You're protected from yourself, but it comes to a point where the divine has to allow you to feel some of those bumps so that you can make more informed and more elevated choices, okay? Because if they were always just coddling you and softening every blow, you really wouldn't learn, okay? You would. It's like when the birds feather the nest for their babies, and then when it's time for them to fly, they take the feathers out to make the nest uncomfortable so they can move and, you know, stretch their wings. It's like that sort of energy. But you know, internally, right, you have the witness and the gatherer right here, and you got the moon twice. Okay, so maybe something coming up with this new moon. I believe it's the new moon in Virgo. But the seer, yeah, you're going to see something. Something's going to be made clear. All right, it's going to help you see through the darkness with this owl card, help you see through the illusions, but you have the gatherer. So you have two cards that sort of speak to you being more observant, okay? Less judgmental, more observant, okay? Pull back a little bit, because right now you're moving from the king and queens to knights. So right now action is sort of not your best friend in terms of you making immediate decision, because you're not operating at your best self, okay? You're not thinking clearly right now, okay? And so you could say something and end the situation, and then you look back a week or two later, or even a month later, like, oh my gosh, I could have just said, hold on, all right? I could have just said, I need a minute, instead of, well, let's just end this now, or something, you know, and then boom, you can't take that back. So you have standstill and beauty way. Yeah, they want you to take a pause and notice the beauty that's around you, because right now you could be focusing on what you don't have instead of what you do have. With this beauty way, it lets me know that you're able to see the beauty in the growth of this lotus flower. All right, and with this dragonfly as well, very spiritual. You may be seeing those, but the moon energy is going to help you understand how precious time is and how precious life is. And so maybe you're getting jaded and you're getting caught up in, maybe you're on social media too much, comparing yourself to other people. Maybe you're just not really appreciating your life. You have this Empress, and so maybe, you know, a newfound love for your business or children or something is going to come into play. You're going to realize what a blessing your life has been. As challenging as it has been, it's been more of a blessing. So hopefully this was helpful, Taurus. I truly hope it resonated. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment and let me know. All right? So much love and light to you. Namaste.